Morning, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the Mindless Morning Show. Why is it special? Well, this episode marks our 1 year anniversary. Why else would I be choking myself in my wonderful dapper clothing? So it's mind-boggling to me, first off, that a whole year has already passed, but it makes sense since I've been having quite a bit of fun. It's been a really awesome feeling having the love and support of so many of you. This started a year ago now with my good friend Nick, and as many of you may know, he had to take a rightful step down. The position was filled and then filled again with my good friend Dakota. And though the show has had its ups and downs, we are certainly happy to be on the path to providing so much fun content for all of you. It's also very incredible to me that within the year we have managed to make quite the name for ourselves. We've had the chance to meet some of the most amazing people, inspirational people, and we know the world is full of them, and we're looking forward to talking to very many more and had loads of laughs along the way. So and we also can't believe that we got 69 giggity in the top 75 web shows / podcasts of the world, which we will provide a link to that in this description. So to mark this momentous day, I have gone through and put together an entire highlight reel of almost all of our episodes from the past. They're in no particular order. There's no set reasoning as to why I chose these particular clips. Some of them I chose being some of my favorite points in the shows or those episodes. And so I hope you guys enjoy it. The reel should bring you guys lots of laughs, some good messages, inspirational messages from some of our amazing guests. And I hope you guys enjoy the reel, and cheers, folks, to another year.
Pets can cosplay, kids can cosplay, adults, the elderly, doesn't matter what age, again, what ethnicity, what walk of life, whatever, gender bend, gender swap, crossplay, whatever you want to do, like as long as you're doing it respectfully.
Would be able to address this. But yes, to your point, I'm buying that, because those are the only explanations. But it's interesting to me that there's not a gazillion people looking into these ways of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wonder why that is.
Everyone is so distracted with their jobs, with their finances, with their love life, with everything. And I'm not saying we don't have those distractions. I'm just saying that we're all creatives. We think a lot about all of this stuff and
we think too much. We don't sit back and take a chance.
Mindless Morning Show,
everything in
too much.
I love the idea, mindless, but it's really mindful, because once you can be mindless, once you can open up, that's clear paths for things.
So I'm just editing away, and the sound is on loud so that the space can hear what I'm working on. And in this room, we've got 2 wall sconces either side of the computer. And they're both on and, just working away. And I'm listening to this part of the episode, and the storyteller says something to the effect of, they were doing this EVP session, and this woman called Ruth came through and said, I was the one who died in this bedroom and was buried in the basement. Now, obviously, they're not talking about my house or my basement, but the storyteller. And as soon as it says basement, the light on the right-hand side starts flickering.
To our listeners.
Well, let's see. If I could give fatherly advice to anybody, just know that, like, if it's your first kid, it's okay to fail. I mean, we don't all know how to be parents. We're just kind of learning as we go. We're driving the car and building it too, essentially. I like to use that phrase a lot when it comes to parenting. So just don't get down on yourself, and, just keep your head held high, be patient. And it's the adventure of a lifetime. That's for sure. And one I wouldn't trade for anything.
On a break was when you're deployed, and honestly, not even when you're deployed, just when you're in the military, when and how do you jerk off?
All the time.
Fucking serious?
So straight up.
I thought, because like, all right, so are the TV shows and movies real? Like, you guys just got like these tiny little cots, like, and you're just like wide open, straight up jerking off next to everybody.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Man, that's some manly ass shit.
I
bro.
will say that has to be like the top trainer for like bunification. Like nothing can get you soft anymore. Like you got your whole barracks of men looking at you jerk off.
Or you just be like, man, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to jerk off. And then you just like finish, and right? But there was that we would do in Afghanistan. It was a race to see who could finish before you passed out. Before you passed out from like heat stroke or something, because you would go into little porta shitters, and you think it's hot outside. It's baking in those motherfuckers.
I know that. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're going in there and you're like, all right, I'm gonna fucking do it. And you're like, all right, dude, don't pass out. And so you would try to do it before you would pass out. And you just fucking blow a load in the damn blue water and then come back.
Yeah. So I was looking you up, man, and we came across another 2-watch. I don't know if this is you. I want to make sure though. But this was on SoundCloud, and the song was called "Soft Dick."
I knew you was gonna say that.
I seen this and I was like, did he not take off after this at such an early age that he left and came back again?
No, that is not me.
Okay.
I knew what song you was gonna say too. I had somebody else tell me that one time. I was like, what? And I went and looked it up, and I was like, wow.
Okay.
But no, that was not me.
I didn't think so, but we had to be sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I was leaning towards the possibility after you said it started at 10. I was like, okay, maybe he did.
Yeah, maybe he released this one a while back.
I love that so much about RPGs and video games, and obviously Dungeons and Dragons, because it's like, it's so funny because you have this main storyline, but then somebody's like, I can't find my pot. And you're like, I'll help you. You know, like,
Yep.
You don't want to go try to find your son? I'll do that later. This lady needs her pot. She needs it now. You know, it's
and she also needs to split it with me because.
Yeah. That's
All
so
right.
funny.
So how are we going to boil the water? It's just going to fall out the other side.
Yeah. Like, you twisted it. And you twisted it.
Feeling. I was luckily wearing a pretty long shirt. I always wear a pretty long shirt. And
You were
I'm
prepared.
trying to gesture to the bass player, like, can you see my ass? Like, see anything at all? Is this okay? Because we're now like at a venue too where like I'm here and there's like people that like their eye line is like potentially. Who knows? I don't know what's going on.
Worst case
Yeah.
scenario.
Whatever. Anyway, so my pants ripped up both sides. Like, and I never even ripped my pants not once before, ever.
Oh, no.
Ever. And now all of a sudden they're ripped in front of like 800 people. Big time. But nobody saw it. And I don't know. I just got lucky. We're on like the second to last song. And then I kind of just like hobbled off. I was like, and I was talking to the guys. I'm like, and I didn't want it to get picked up in the mic or take away, you know, from the show or anything. But I was, of course, I like afterwards, I was just like posting it on Instagram on the story. I was like, you guys rock so hard, you ripped my pants. Stupid
So
stuff like
I
that.
have a super request now.
Uh-oh.
Could you do a cover of SpongeBob's "Rip My Pants"?
Oh my God.
I was thinking it.
Maybe I should. Like, it's like
Before I
an
let you go, is there any words of wisdom you would like to throw out there to the listeners?
Oh God, if I had prepared for it, I would have come up with a wisdom. But I
Put you on the spot.
be nice for the people that are nice to you. That is always a good thing.
It is.
Short,
Well,
sweet,
Trez,
and simple.
I I'm not going to say that, most people are opposed to agriculture, because I don't think that's true. But the people who are opposed to agriculture are really, really loud about it. The people who are trying to shut down farms, or they're trying to shut down modern forms of agriculture because either they don't trust it or they think it's inhumane, or, whatever the reason is.
Yeah.
So bringing more awareness to those areas is kind of the primary purpose. It's less so to get more people into agriculture, but more just to raise an appreciation for it. That way we can kind of band together and help make sure that the farmers we do have stay there, and that we do maintain the farms that we're losing to urban sprawl and that kind of stuff.
Okay. That makes sense. And also, we need more bees.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
That's like a huge problem. Like, even dumb asses like me know that. You know what I mean?
Do you make your own?
I don't make I dye my own.
I was going to bring that up.
mine.
I remember when you had posted the ones that you dyed. They were pretty
Yeah, so like that's a driver. So like a regular Frisbee, actually, oddly enough, I have one messing right
I
here.
came prepared.
This is kind of more of a traditional type thing. It's got like the big rim on the inside, and then this is what you would use as a putter, but this is like a driver, so it's a lot more narrow.
So based off of that visual design of each that you just showed us, you're saying that it's the rim job.
Yes,
Glass. And so what it is it's a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's.
Oh fuck. Oh wow, yo, that reminds me a lot of RV sandwiches. Because you ever seen the like fucking roast beef sandwich? Dude, it looks like a giant fucking like pussy sandwich.
Hey, as long as it's not a beef and cheddar.
Yeah, dude, I don't care. I'm always thinking Arby's, bro.
To tell the world and all of our listeners that right now you are listening to three really cool, unique individuals who are not afraid to be who they want to be. In order to achieve success, you have got to be willing to be yourself. And I don't think people understand how easy that is and how hard that is. And I wish and I pray that all of our listeners are able to find that same inner strength within themselves to figure out who it is that they are supposed to be, where they fit into the equation of things.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why you interviewed me today.
It was awesome to have you, and I mean, dude, it's been a long time since we've been able to catch up, so it's been nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, it was good.
I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too, man.
You make my pee-pee tingle.
Yeah, just the two?
No, the whole thing.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I think whoever's listening, they should ask themselves this question: do you want to live to be yourself or die as someone else? And it's important, I think, in life, we only have one life to live, that you live your truth and that you're comfortable and happy with who you are as a person. And it doesn't really matter if you stick out like a sore thumb. Living your truth will bring such more, like I can't explain how much meaning life has now that I'm living my truth, as opposed to when I was suppressed and in denial and hiding and in the closet and not living my truth. I found that you can live your truth and be loved and accepted. And if people have an issue with you, then they're not meant to be in your life anyway.
Right up the block, like
Some guy got off. Some guy got off at like 11:30, and these dudes just drove by and shot him. Like literally, he got off of work. It's like,
yeah. I mean, it just happens. You'd see old ladies walking around with like nightsticks, like, so you felt
This
safe.
is some trauma, Ethan. This is the first thing you're recalling about your childhood.
I know. This is like your straight hood life right here.
Guys, I promise you,
Paranormal shit. And how there's a spiritual and then there's paranormal. And she's like, I don't fuck with paranormal. Spiritual, that's like what I did with you guys. That's what I do. But paranormal, no way. And you're like I want to do paranormal shit.
Oh yeah. The hell with the friendly spirits. I want that's going to scare the shit out of me.
I want someone to follow me home.
Yeah, I don't want something to wave at me and tell me everything is going to be okay. I want something to make shit fly around my living room.
Special guest with us, we have Samantha. She is of the Dragon's Lair Writing Podcast, as well as a LARP master, really excellent writer, and a tarantula owner. And for viewers, not so much the listeners, but viewers watching this, if you have arachnophobia, stay tuned. When I saw this whole pandemic start playing out, and I saw like on the news how they're testing it, and I'm like, what are they doing? And I'm like,
in your brains.
Why
Literally.
is it doing like? Well, my wife, she's a nurse, so she was explaining it to me, and I was like, there's got to be another way. And then I recently heard that China is doing like butt swabs, and
I heard that too.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd much rather just have a little stick in my butt than out my nose, because I feel like I can handle that a lot more than anything happening here.
You know what? If we're all being honest here, I think I might feel the same way. And I would never ever say that in any other circumstance. But
and I do apologize for being crude. I just want to be honest here.
Yeah. Watch this show.
Oh.
You know why? Because the next time you watch it, you'll be watching two totally different people with different names.
Hey, really excited to be on the show. I've listened to the guests that you guys have had. I think it's an amazing show. You guys bring out a lot of entertainment. You've got something for everybody on this show.
Appreciate that.
Man, I'm all flustered now. You just threw me off my groove. I don't even know what to ask anymore. I've been like, tell me more. Tell me. Yeah, I had to ask. So, what is sex like with Tourette's?
Okay, so with that, typically all of the focus is held during the activity. But if you're not trying hard enough, then my mind's going to wander, and I'm going to...
Frank Schubert, and he is here to talk to us about his music career, and he's also a scientist. And I know there's a lot of exciting things that he's done. He's got a really big brain. And if you're watching on YouTube, which I hope you are, he looks awesome.
He looks like a mad scientist.
I love it, man.
I'm not that mad anymore. I've been mad for a while.
What changed you? What made you not mad anymore?
Good drugs.
We now know it's the homespun boogers.
We are. Yes. You should hear us burp. That's our tagline.
I did. And actually, and me and Dakota were just talking about that video of burping the alphabet, which it was very impressive. First off, Becky.
Well, I didn't do anything, but yeah.
No, what you did though was add the comedy of saying you're impressed by her control of her sphincters, which I died laughing. I was like, oh my goodness.
That's why she keeps me around, for adding the comedy.
Joy is one of the hardest things because it's an old bloomism. There are lots of bloomisms. And one of them is never throw a grace away, never throw a blessing away, never throw a grace away. It's very similar to that. Every time you feel a sense of appreciation for somebody else, you better damn well tell them, or you may lose them. And even if you just lose them to depression, that's your fault because you haven't told them how much they mean in your life. You didn't do your part. Right. Joy, I think, is much harder. As I said, I didn't really understand the meaning of the word until maybe 6 years ago or something like that. Because it took me 92 years or 72 years to experience it for the first time, but when you experience it, you cannot deny it. It is there. It gives meaning to the word. It is a thing on its own, and it's the greatest of graces. So if you find graces, if you find blessings, if you find joys, gather them the way you would gather flowers.
Now we just got to get you from Kansas out to Orlando that day.
I know. We've been talking about it already. There's plenty of stuff. We just got to get them all in like 1 week, and I'll just come out for a big week. And everybody that we've talked to can just come out, see everything. Be cool.
Yeah.
Can we do some drag for you guys or something?
Well, we'll do drag. I mean, we got drag. We got everything for you.
We've been talking about that calendar, Josh.
Yeah, dude. I'm down.
Yeah. Just saying.
Come out. Seriously, that would be great. We could get you guys up on stage and do a
I'll
little
call
audience.
Sunshine and say, hey, Sunshine, should Disney really be doing this? And he's like, well, not really. And I'm like, okay, well, then we need to get something or someone involved and get moving on this.
So basically, you guys are both saying Disney is the shady company right now. That's what you're saying?
No.
Absolutely.
Not really, no.
He's still employed. He can't say that.
yeah.
I can.
He can, yeah.
I was testing the waters to see what would happen. See if he would slip up or something.
No, I like the total opposite answers. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Joe answered that, and then he looked over his shoulder. It was like, the mouse is watching.
Mickey's in the corner, like on South Park. Oh, better fucking say it right, bitch. Oh boy. You want that brains, motherfucker?
Good answer, Joe.
Like, dude, I mean, it's insane. Like, and it's not about being like, everybody wants to say, oh, well, you're just being a tough person. No, it ain't about that. It's about just being a fucking happy person. I can get on with my life, so should you.
The swearing, though, guys, the swearing is...
There's a parental advisory on this goddamn video.
Too much for this swearing. It's burning my ears.
Yeah, and there's people that are like that. They won't like that. They won't like this. But you can't make everybody happy, and they need to realize that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's really not that big of a deal. If you don't like what somebody's doing, you leave. If you don't like what somebody's saying, you don't listen. If you don't like what you're seeing, you don't look.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
For the fall, and I put a lot of rubber cement on me and just stood there burning for, probably 30, 40 seconds before I jumped, so the wind wouldn't blow it out on the way down. And it worked out good because the fire stayed on me all the way down.
Rubber cement. So is that something that like I could coat my hand with and become the Human Torch?
No, because then you'd burn your hand. No, rubber cement we use because gasoline you can't work with it. It's very dangerous. So rubber cement, you can paint it on your body where you want the fire to stay. You know what I mean? But they do make stuff. I did a talk show interview one time where I'm talking to a producer with my hands on fire, my arms on fire, my bare arms. There's special gel that you can put on you.
Cool gel.
That will protect you for a few seconds,
It's a fun day. And, and then finally, guys like you remind me how old I am. And I go, oh, my God, I'm an old guy.
Well,
but
the fact that you've taken time out of your day to just come hang out with us and talk with us is another thing that speaks volumes, because you've done so much and you're hanging out on the Mindless Morning Show with us. It's amazing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got pajamas on underneath all this, of course.
I'm wearing pajama shorts. It's all good. That's one good thing about Zoom right there is you can wear whatever you want.
I'm really I hate to tell you this, but I'm really boring. I go to bed early, especially if we're touring. I'm in bed early. After the show, I get up early, and I like to exercise and eat healthy and do all the things that don't make for fun interviews, but do make for a healthy body and a healthy mind. So
that's what matters, right?
Yeah, that's more important than just fun interviews. Honestly, really fun though. I mean, I got.
So everybody can go to sleep right now. Is that?
All right, guys. Well, that's our show. So, I don't. I know
Josh,
some people have
connected
recently.
to the name Dennis. Or Dan or Dan.
I do know Dan.
Who is that to you?
That was my uncle's best friend.
And is he passed?
Yeah, he was like an uncle to me as a young kid.
That's what I'm saying. It was only one generation above you.
Yeah.
Did he have issues through here? Was there something through here going on with him?
He had passed from a car accident. I don't know if he had any kind of medical issues
Why I'm
prior.
picking it up like right here too. Maybe there was some crushing or something.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So he comes forward for you as I just am tuning into kind of what's going on.
as a spank bank, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not as useful.
No.
as-
Yeah. I mean, it could be though, if like you're public and like you got to get rid of it, like, all right, corpse roll.
No.
No.
God damn it, Josh!
Sorry, too dark. All right, I'll tone it down.
The guy laughed at me. He was like, "You wait." And I'm like, "I don't like that answer at all." Okay. And so we get down there. And so what it looked like is, the tiles are like a foot wide. And it looked like someone had just pried up a row of tiles across the hallway, like from one cell to the other across this way. And I couldn't tell what, because it was just black. It was solid black, pitch black, compared to the white that was everywhere else. And you get up close. Do you know what a silverfish is?
Yeah, those little bugs.
Those motherfuckers. Yeah, millions of them. Millions and millions and millions, because someone had accidentally, I think with one of the food carts, but I'm not sure how it happened, but someone had poked a hole in the plaster wall on one side, and apparently the walls are full of those motherfuckers.
To make a long story short, because I'm going to get to the good part of the story, she poses doing like a selfie kind of a thing with her hand up on the cage, and the tiger's right next to her, and she's looking away from the tiger into the camera, right? Well, while this is going on and she's posing for this, the tiger walks away, turns around, and he launches a piss stream on her. It was like a freaking hydrant. And it was like, it was a male Bengal tiger that not only was pissing on her, but was spreading his gland as well. So it was like this heavy kitty litter hydrant, completely engulfing her in tiger urine. And I watched all that go down. Wow. So that was a side story.
When I was with the San Francisco 49ers back in 2003, we had T.O., Terrell Owens. And you guys know who T.O. is. So I don't know
I do, because he actually had a show, and that's only what I know.
You were going to say because of that. God damn it. Full disclosure, one of the coolest people I've ever worked with. Like, the rep he got was bad, but that guy was super awesome. To this day, he's super cool.
I always liked him. Man. I always liked you.
Shit! Oh, what the fuck? Oh, help me, Lord. Oh, help me.
Yeah, I definitely do appreciate the time you spent with us. And I mean, ever since talking to Rocky and talking to you and accidentally mistaking you for the actress Kim Richards on Twitch, I have been looking forward to this meeting, and it was certainly a pleasure.
Yeah, stream my songs and come out, see a show. I'll say hi, and we can get a picture. Don't be creepy, and that's it.
Nice. Yeah, don't ask him to take your shirt off. We're not sexualizing these pictures here, folks. All right?
Yeah. Listen, I'm almost turning 30, so if I don't hit it by 31, maybe I'll start showing some nipples. I don't know. But for now, we're nipple free.
Dude,
I got a nipple free band.
Start a new social media trend for everybody that comes to your concert to bring a shirt, and you can sign it, and they can hold it up in front of you, and it's like the shirt that you're wearing signed. So
perfect.
Like not over sexualization.
I need to bring you on the road. You have all these.
I got ideas, man.
Are you guys entrepreneurs or what, man?
We can be.
Oh wait, you know what was so crazy? I pulled up one of my lips and it had like bumps on it, right? And I said, "Bro, is this where like the deaf people touch? They can like read it and know where to go."
And I mean, this has been really, really a scary time. But I kind of looked at it as people need to be uplifted during times like this, and having a format and some things going on that people say, "Man, this is like the coolest thing," and people would send me pictures of the family eating dinner watching my videos on TV and on their TV, and so I'm just going, man, because I can't. It's not a business like with YouTube. I mean, everything I put up practically is copyright protected, so I'm doing this for the joy of it. There's absolutely no monetization.
Just be kind to yourself. Whatever you're doing, be kind and have compassion for yourself and others. It's so easy to just be negative and be mean and project whatever pain you have on others, but if you can take a moment to just have compassion for whatever struggle you had as a child or whatever struggle you have had as an adult, just be compassionate about yourself. You're not like the worst person in the world. It will get better. It is okay. Keep trying. As long as you're breathing, you can still do it. You can still have the thing. It's not over. You know, it's not over. So just don't give up.
In service to the web of life. So you are life in service of life and enjoying life through the conscious creation and expression of you authentically in harmony and in synergy with the people around you. And that, my friends,
So
is
essentially Hivebound should be renamed to Skynet Marketing.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, you guys have watched Terminator, right? We're doing the right things here.
Yeah, that's true. Terminator 3.
Yeah, you guys are the Terminators of marketing. You're killing it over here.
That actually sounds.
Hey, everyone. We have a very special guest. He is a author, a poet, and even more importantly, a zombie wrangler.
There you go.
Matt Betts, how you doing?
I'm doing really well, thanks.
Awesome.
I try and keep my zombie wrangling license current just in case, you know.
Right. Yeah,
you don't want to be an amateur out there and then the apocalypse break out and try and stop it. You gotta really know what you're doing.
Yeah,
that's smart. See,
I mean,
I need to get on top of that.
Yeah. How long have you been a zombie wrangler?
Well, I went to medical school for a while and decided that wasn't my thing, and so I started taking some online classes from a university that I'm sure is fully accredited.
Right. So now the guy on the ledge realizes we got him. Cops are still looking the other way, so we shine the light on him. Cops turn around and see him, and they say, "There he is." Now, meanwhile, we're standing in the same spot in the middle. We haven't moved, in the middle of the yard. Cops come running past us. The guy does his best Spider-Man, leaps off the second story on the cops. And they're wrestling in the leaves. And we're standing there like filming this whole thing, And then they put him in cuffs. They finally apprehend him. And they drag him back to the police car. So that was a major part of the special, which they followed him right to being booked, and then into court, weeks later with the woman. The special won an Emmy Award. That was the highlight of the special, right? And the people on the West Coast saw it, the Fox people out there, and that was the seed for the series Cops.
Wow! Advisor calls me over and says, "Hey, can you, we're gonna roll that buoy over. Just take the gripe off." So I go and pop the gripe, and then as soon as the chain gets loose from the actual ratchet, I just heard brrrr as the chain just rattles off because again, the buoy was upside down, horizontal or diagonally. So the weight is up here and the empty space is here. So this thing hopped off its cradle and then rolled towards me. And I literally like ninja rolled and tucked out of the way because behind me was one of those 12,000-pound concrete sinkers.
Holy shit.
So I rolled out of the way and the thing it comes up and bam, smashes into the concrete. A little bit of concrete dust spits out. And then I just poke my head up.
Asshole loosens up a little bit. All right, I'm still alive.
The buoy deck supervisor's just looking in my direction like,
yeah, like holy shit.
I thought I just killed you.
Yeah.
Does your car currently need an oil change?
What the fuck?
Josh, did you not know? Did you not see that one?
No, I didn't read that.
Actually, it doesn't need an oil change. I mean, we were just discussing that today.
Hey. See, I love these because they're so out there.
Yeah,
they're funny as shit.
I know what I'm talking about. So you better start selling now. Nobody likes your sound. I know what I'm talking about. I am the star of the story. I play the villain so well. When he wakes up in the morning, I'm always there to his hell.
I mean, I've
I've had a few weird experiences, but nothing like her. So
No. What about the back stuff that Josh has mentioned a couple of times? What's going on with that?
I made something angry. We weren't getting any results at one of our investigations, so I decided to just start insulting whatever was out there.
Ooh.
And I ended up starting to feel real sick during that investigation and throwing up a couple times. And then when we got home, I went to take my shower, and there were scratches from like my shoulder down to the other side of my
Probably
back.
8-10 hours to get there.
Yeah.
Had a lot of those. I did an Indian reservation one time up in Wisconsin, and that thing got crazy. I ended up leaving there in the van, pulling a trailer, and we had a big freaking knife sticking in the back of our seat. And just got
Whoa!
crazy.
Like, they got mad at you?
No, just got drunk and crazy.
Yeah, you know what? Before I got on this interview, I told the publicist, I'm like, no, I know it's like, how long am I going to be on there? I don't want to be on there 2 hours.
Here we are 2 hours later.
I know, I was thinking that. I was like, he likes us.
Yeah.
Here we are 2 hours later. So listeners, listen, okay? You need to tune into this show all the time, or the pipe man's coming
I'm
after
honored
you.
to be talking with you. I mean, you've accomplished so much.
Seriously.
I only can do one thing. That's all I know how to do, sit behind the piano, and that's it. So
Well, you
definitely mastered it. Yeah.
Yeah, you do it damn well. So
no, thanks.
I mean, it's amazing. I was looking at your whole list that you got going on, and
it's crazy.
I was immediately like just full of enthusiasm and excited because I saw that you did the music for Drop Dead Fred, which is
oh my God,
one of my favorite movies.
All right,
so actually, what is your favorite topping of pizza aside from like the pineapple, obviously?
Meat lovers, man.
Yeah. Yes. We love meat.
You're not just saying that because Nick said it, right?
No. Like, my go-to is pineapple, easily. But if it's not pineapple, like, because cheese is boring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not boring, but it's hard to mess up. But you can mess up meats too. You can definitely.
When you say pineapple, are you doing pineapple and cheese only, or like the Hawaiian with the pineapple and the ham? Okay.
Pineapple and ham, or Polynesian, which is pineapple, ham, and bacon. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good, man. I do love me some pineapple on
I like pizza, no cheese, red sauce, and kale. So next mindless question is, do you like roller coasters?
Roller coasters.
I ask because Josh does not.
Yeah, I'm terrified of them.
He does not. If I'm going to show you what I look like when I ride a roller coaster, it's kind of like this.
What
Dang! So you're just like, fuck it. I'm just.
It's like it doesn't scare me, but it doesn't entertain me either.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not really for me. I guess I'm not that big on those things. I've never been to Six Flags though. Maybe
I will admit I made an effort. But it's just like I don't know. I've had fun. I've had a lot of fun. I can't remember anything that we've discussed other than death.
And the last one is E, and that's education. And here's the most important thing to all of you musicians, artists out there, is you got to educate yourself, because all of those things I just said, you can't do unless you
those
get
kids
yourself
are just,
educated.
it's like invisible puppet masters. Like, they're the best kinds, making the puppet show without the strings.
Well, they're also not the parent. So there's this great thing that there's a separation there, right? And what it comes down to, it's not the kids that are out of control, it's the parents.
Damn it.
That's what it comes down to. Hate to break it to you.
Damn it.
Oh, man, Jen.
Well, I'm doing it all
You called
wrong.
yourself out.
I
Before
know.
we go, though, is there absolutely anything that you want to tell our listeners, any kind of message you want to spread to the world?
Watch Mindless Mornings every damn day. No.
That's it. I'm gonna like clip that sound bite.
You see me going nuts. I'm out of my mind.
but that's okay. I don't want to take myself seriously. None of us should take ourselves seriously all the time. Accept yourself, let your hair down, okay? This not isn't meant to perfect. It is meant to be perfect, but, just laugh and let's, try and lighten it up a little bit. Like you said about watching the news and everything, your show is not negative, okay? That's why I was commending the show that you guys put on, okay? Keep it up, guys. That's good work. Take it from Sonja.
I also want to say hello to Sonia's random guest that came by and poked her.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How come you didn't want to be seen?
I'm just interrupting, being nosy.
Oh, but you're about to be famous. Come on the camera so you can be on the Mindless Morning Show.
I'm not even dressed. That's okay. She's not dressed.
It's okay. This is explicit. We don't mind.
My mom is here, so I'm good.
All right, so never mind. Go away.
Fair enough. Do the daily hustle, and at the same time, congratulate your fellow, actors that are booking stuff out there, depending on where they are and what they're doing, because there is no direct path to this business, to get where you want to go. It's different for everybody, and everyone's got their unique talents, what they can do, and you just have to go with that, and hope for the best.
Well, see, and that's the thing. And also, I gotta say, being on the Mindless Morning Show is gonna really help. I mean, you're gonna be.
This will be the.
And I base that
stardom. Yeah. I
base that on absolutely nothing, but it can happen. It can happen.
Not to throw honor here. I'm so happy to see a Blackhawks shirt on anyone. Hockey, I don't know. Maybe this is a little terrible to say, but I would not have thought Koreans cared at all for hockey.
I'm actually really glad you brought that point up because I feel like that's where the whole story was going. So when I was growing up, I was really overweight. I didn't know really how to speak English. And the few words that I did know how to speak, I had a heavy Asian accent, which, by the way, unless you're Australian or British, apparently it's not a sexy accent to have unless it's just Australian or British. If it's an Asian accent, it's not sexy. Oh yeah, I do it all the time. Whenever, or back then when I would get in trouble, or not in trouble, I would always joke if I ever got pulled over or if I'm ever with you guys at the mall, remember we're kids, and I ever get in trouble, I'd be like, oh no, I don't know how to speak. I don't know. And I would just act like I don't know how to speak English anymore. And then, they don't know any better. They don't know me kind of thing. So I definitely use it to my advantage here and there. But for the most, do it. Exactly. I get out a free jail card. No biggie. Right. But I think for the most part, growing up, I tried to get away from that. No, I didn't want to get bullied or anything like that. So I was like, all right, don't be the stereotypical Asian kid. Just do what white people like so you fit in. That's whiter than hockey, my friend. I mean, come on now.
So hockey became all right, I'm going to cling on to hockey because it's super white. And then
so wait, do you actually like it or is it just an illusion?
Special guest, Uncle Hack. And he is a YouTuber, podcaster. Dude is funny as fuck, and he's gonna hang out with us, and we're all probably gonna laugh a shitload because hopefully we're all funny, but I don't know, maybe just Uncle Hack. But anyways, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on, man.
We appreciate it.
All the way from Canada.
Yeah, Edmonton, Alberta. Edmonton, Alberta, my boy.
How's the weather over there?
We're already on that, eh?
How's the weather, man?
How's the weather? What are we, two old men sitting in a coffee shop? I can't believe how windy it is out there. Oh.
Yeah, man. Thank you for listening to the Mindless Morning Show. We appreciate you picking us out of the many great podcasts out there. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell to get notified whenever we release a new episode or bonus content. Now go enjoy the rest of your mindless day.